Hey, welcome to A Game for Your Thoughts. Today we're talking about Ratchet and Clank. So Ratchet and Clank follows the main heroes as they go across the galaxy to stop the evil Chairman Drek as he's trying to destroy a bunch of planets to form one super and perfect planet. The game came out about the same time as the tie-in movie, and I actually never saw the movie because I heard it was okay. But lucky for us, the game is far more than okay. In fact, it's a really solid gaming experience. One thing I really enjoyed is that the story was a super Saturday morning cartoon. It didn't take itself too serious. It had some pretty funny moments, and it was just overall really charming and had a super awesome meaning of friendship and forgiving your friends and things like that. It was a really cool story and just had a really awesome message to it. I really love the main characters, Ratchet and Clank. They had some really cool back and forth dialogue, and I actually wish there was more of it, kind of seeing them interact more. They're cool little buddies, kind of buddies like I don't have any friends. But that Cork guy, he's an asshole, and I loved him. He was great. It was really fun to see just all these different characters. It was awesome. And there was even more characters that I actually wish had some more screen time, because I feel like they would pop back up later on in the game, and I was like, who is that again? Who are you? What? Huh? Beyond that, I thought it was a really neat story, and it just did a great job of getting me from start to finish. It was a fun Saturday morning cartoon with great humor, cool characters, and just an overall good message and story that was really enjoyable. If you're coming here for some super deep and intricate story with emotional and intense characters, this isn't for you, man. Go play God of War. Beyond having a neat story, the gameplay of this is actually really fun. It does have a very frantic run and gun style of gameplay that actually managed to be very organized and really neat and just overall really fun and enjoyable. When you first start playing, it does kind of take a minute to get used to how many things are happening on screen, because there's a lot happening and it can get overwhelming. But I feel like this game did something super awesome where you have a lot happening, but it keeps it neat, organized, and focused. This could have really caused the screen to get really crowded and the gameplay to get really confusing and hectic and just really stressful. But like I said, it just actually makes it more alive, more fun, and more interesting. And like I said, keeps it focused. The gunplay itself is really complemented by the different types. At first, it starts out really basic. There's nothing too crazy, and it's actually really cool and fun to see the different types. But as you progress further in, you get some really extreme things like the pixelizer or the disco gun or the sheep gun that turns things into sheep. It just there's some really wacky things, and it just kind of has fun with itself. And it overall just had some really solid and fluid gunplay. Running and gunning can get very intense and very awesome. And especially towards the end when there's a lot of enemies going on and there's a lot of things to pay attention to. But upgrading your weapons and getting more efficient at the gameplay really does help. And it just is a really solid playing system that just feels fluid, controlled, and just fun to play. This game does have some minor platforming, and I actually wish there was more of it. It was really cool and interesting, and it had some interesting mechanics that were fun. And I definitely feel like the game could have benefited with more platforming. There are parts when you can explore to find these golden bolts that help upgrade cheats or find cool little new cosmetic things or some interesting filters that can kind of just have some fun, and it was really interesting to find these because it really benefited those who went out of their way to go and find them. The graphics of this game are really solid and hold up really well. I mean, it's only been 4 years, but I still feel like this game looks really great, and it holds up well, and it makes me really excited for the new sequel that's coming out. I can't wait for Rift Apart, and replaying through this game just really solidified my excitement for the sequel. In the end, Ratchet and Clank isn't a very complex game. It's super simple, super fun, and just silly. It has a good time with itself, and it just is an overall really fun gaming experience. It's got a super silly Saturday morning cartoon kind of feel to it where it just is fun and just has a good time with itself. The gameplay is actually really cool and interesting. It does a really great job of having a lot happening but keeping it really organized, and I feel like that was great because that could have ruined the experience, but it actually enhanced it and made it feel a little bit more exciting and awesome and action-packed. And there was moments when you could fly around your spaceship and other main set pieces of the game that were really fun to play through, and I actually wish there was kind of more of those. I really do think you should check out Ratchet and Clank. I definitely think it's one of the PS4's better titles, and it's really awesome. I don't think it's a reason to go buy the system, but if you have the system and don't have this game, I think it's worth picking up and worth playing. It's really fun, really interesting, and absolutely worth your time. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. So let me know down in the comments, what do you think about Ratchet and Clank? And while you're down there, if you want to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified every time I post a new video, that would be awesome. And if you want to see more of me, I'm streaming over on Twitch at twitch.tv/agameforyourthoughts. I'm streaming there all the time, and I would love to see you there. Thanks again for watching the video. I hope you have an awesome day, and we'll catch you guys next time on A Game for Your Thoughts.